is up, guys? M.V.K here, back again. How's everybody doing on their end? Your alpha is here. And today, guys, I posted a poll on the YouTube community, site thing. And I said basically, hey, guys, I'm doing a Q&A this Friday. Leave your questions down below, four per person. See what I got. I got 25 questions to answer. Some cats came through, the pack came through and left questions, even some new pack members, which I appreciate. And I'm here to answer these questions for you guys. Like I said, there's going to be a little bit difference now. There's going to be a live, and then there's going to be a pre-recorded one that I can kind of have fun with and put backgrounds and stuff like that. I hope you like the background that I put up. So we're gonna answer these questions. Take my time with all of them. But I got 25. That's cool. That's great. And then I'll delete this message off of the community thing. But we're gonna go from oldest first, and then to newest. So not top comes. So I'm gonna repurpose that. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's check this out. First question comes from, this was pack member Travis Tipton. Did you hear, because it's not do you hear, did you hear about Kobe? Of course I did. I think that's obvious. Everybody heard about what happened to Kobe Bryant and his young daughter Gianna and the 5 other individuals. And I think people are forgetting that there were other people involved in that crash. Even though Kobe is going to be talked about more because of his status. Yes, it's tragic. When I heard it, I was at work. I was at my job, and one of my coworkers said to me, "Hey Chris, you like Kobe Bryant?" I'm like, "Yeah, the Black Mamba. Much love and respect for the dude. What's up?" And next you know, well, he dead. And I cursed the hell out. I'm like, "Fuck you, that's not funny." And I'm serious, like, motherfucker, stop, that's not funny. And he's like, "Seriously, go look. Believe me, trust me when I tell you." And I did. I looked it up and I saw it on TMZ, and I'm like, I ain't buying it because I don't trust TMZ. I don't trust anything that comes from them a lot. So I waited till another source came up, and I got it from one of my local newspaper sites. I think it was New York Post, and I was like, alright. I was quiet the rest of the day. I could not believe it. And so, yeah, man, I was kind of depressed that whole day when it happened, when they told me, and I needed something funny to get me out of that funk. So, I turned to Dashie. Dashie helped me, get me out of that funk. I was like, okay, I gotta watch some funny stuff. So I was watching Dashie, I was watching Clayton Thomas, I was watching Desi Banks, all these comedians that I watch on YouTube that helped me get out of the mood. But yeah, it's tragic. Gianna was only 13, man. Jesus. And I feel so bad for his wife, Vanessa, and her 3 other daughters, and one of them just is a newborn. So that child right there is not gonna know her father, her older sister, and this is so reminding me of my brother, with my brother Malcolm not knowing our mother. Let's go on. Let's move on. Travis, next question. Did you enjoy the Royal Rumble? I did enjoy the Royal Rumble. That also helped me get out of the funk that I was in. The Royal Rumble match in general with Drew winning was class. It's about fucking time, WWE, to push this guy. He's ready. I didn't like the beginning where pretty much Brock was taking out everybody. I was just like, fuck this. Like, some of the people I didn't mind, but some of them I was like, John Morrison, y'all just brought this motherfucker back. Like, no offense, I don't mean it like that, but I'm like, y'all just brought him back. What the hell? Like, the women's Royal Rumble match, I really wish Charlotte didn't win. It's like, oh God, like, what the? in retrospect, with Asuka and Becky, as much as I love Becky, I really wish Asuka won. I was like, yeah, I really wish WWE would really go about with saying there's some people that somebody can't beat. You know, they always pull up this whole cap like, okay, if they go into this, I have to win. But sometimes that's not reality. Sometimes it don't work that way. And to me, if they let my girl Asuka off that leash, she'd murder everybody. And if everybody don't believe that, go YouTube Asuka when she was still under her real name, Kana. And you tell me that if WWE let this woman be that, she wouldn't murder everybody. She was knocking women out with a kick. Fuck out of here. I love Becky, don't get me wrong, but it's like she should have lost. Because I don't like how WWE sometimes has booked Asuka, especially her on the main roster. I love Asuka, and the fact that they're booking her this way, she should be just as big on that mountain with the likes of Becky and all of them, you know. But other than that, the Royal Rumble match was good. I did enjoy it, fairly enjoyed it. Travis, do you agree the Thundercats roar is an insult to the original? That's not even a question. That's not even a god. What pisses me off about that more is the fact that it even got okayed. The fact that it got okayed is total bullshit. Not only is this an insult to the original, it's an insult to the remake. At least the remake had elements that worked. This bullshit is bullshit. So fuck out of here with that bullshit. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get really mad in these questions. How many times are they going to relaunch comic? What do you mean relaunch comics? Are they going to relaunch comics? I don't know. That's up to them. Next question. Pack member AJ Daniels. What did you think about Edge's return? I fucking loved it. To see this man. First of all, I watch Sheamus's channel where he's exercising with other wrestlers and how he goes about doing their workout. And I saw Edge and I'm like, okay, what the hell? Like, what are you doing, Edge? And I'm like, him working out and out in North Carolina, and I'm like, because he lives in North Carolina, so I'm like, what is he doing? Like, and I'm like, dude's getting into shape for something. And right there, I started to wonder, like, you know, because it was always said that the doctors have okayed him. And I'm like, okay, they okayed this man? Where is this going? And when that music hit, I think, you know me, I'm like, I turned to Malcolm like, what? Like, no. And he came out, I'm like, no. Holy shit, no. And then even furthermore, every time he got hit, I was like, please God, get up. Like, just get up. Like, not the head. Even when Kevin Owens did the I forgot what it's called right now, but I'm like, God damn it, like, oh, not the head, please. I was so concerned about this dude's neck, just the same way I was when Daniel Bryan first came back. I was like, just please, jeez. But I loved it. AJ was great. All right, I loved it. Next comes from pack member Darth Primus. Do you watch All Elite Wrestling? Yes, I do. I am a wrestling fan. Let's get it straight. Wrestling fan. I'm not just in that so-called WWE bubble that you see a lot of people in. I've been a wrestling fan since I was 5, and I was watching everything that I could watch up here in New York, whether it was AWA, NWA, WCW, WWF at the time. Some little bit of New Japan, because I could get it sometime. AAA, Lucha Libre. I'll watch it all. When it comes to independent, Shimmer, Glow, Shine, all these, just all women wrestling. I still have to watch the new AWA that's on YouTube and everything like that. But yes, I watch all Elite Wrestling. I'm liking it. It still has a lot of works to work out. I do believe they need a secondary title for the male. They need to focus a little bit more on the women. But other than that, yes, I do. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. Dark Primus also asks, how do you feel about certain shows on Disney Plus being either canceled or delayed, such as the Obi-Wan and the Hawkeye series? Good. Don't need to rush out anything. Take your time. No rush. There's no need to rush these out just to get a cash grab or whatever. Take the time. Get it right. And with the Hawkeye, that's been false. That's not true. The Obi-Wan, yes. The Hawkeye, no. That's been false. It's been said that, no, that's false. But yes, no need to rush out anything. If it needs to have some new creativity where they need to get the story right, everything like that, fine. Better safe than sorry to give a half-ass performance or a half-ass script. There you go. Pack member Galactus Girls, do you know there will be, there's going to be, yes, I know about the DuckTales. That was announced a long time ago, and the season 3, I don't know when it's going to come, but I looked at that promo poster, and they got Chip and Dale, they got Goofy, Cloud Kicker, older, more Darkwing Duck characters, Gosling. So it's like, yeah, this is really bringing that universe together, basically implying that yes, truthfully, nobody can deny that this DuckTales and Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, all those shows from the classic Disney afternoon shows are in the shared universe, and I love it, and I cannot wait. The finale of last season was great when the aliens from the moon invaded, and I thought that was great. I love that we get to see Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mom, Della, because that's always been my biggest pet peeve when it comes to characters who have nephews. Like it's that same way with it was the same way at first with Snoopy, not Snoopy, with Scooby-Doo, with Scrappy. I'm like, okay, who's Scrappy's mom? Okay, that means Scooby's got either a brother or a sister. And then we finally get to see her. Same way with Popeye. Poopeye, Pip-Eye, Popeye, and Peep-Eye, his nephews. I'm like, okay, who's... Popeye's got he's got a sibling out there, so who's the sibling? Even my man Kermit the Frog got a nephew, and I'm like, okay, who is his sibling? Like, you gotta show that. So when they showed Della Duck, Donald's twin sister, I'm like, yes, there we go. Now we get it. And I loved it. I've been loving the remake. It's been great. And David Tennant as Uncle Scrooge has just been just perfect. It's just like, who better to... It's like, this character's supposed to be Scottish, right? Why not get a Scottish actor to play that role? I don't know why, but it worked. Don't get me wrong. I love the original actor who played Uncle Scrooge. He passed away not too long ago, but David Tennant, just perfect. There are some things about it I don't like how Launchpad is in this one. I don't like him. I really don't. I prefer original Launchpad over this one any day. I like this Webby over old school Webby. So I'm 50-50 on Mrs. Beakley, because I like Mrs. Beakley in this one. Like, she was a former agent, and the fact that they added shush, because it's like, once they added shush, I'm like, yeah, Darkwing's coming soon. And then the end of it, I was like, I knew that was coming. I knew Fowl was going to be in it, because the chairman of the board, those are Fowl. I'm like, come on, man, come on. All right, next up, pack member Solomon the Hooded. All right, asks me, now that Arrow is over, do you think CW should change the name from Arrowverse? I don't know. I mean, Daniel Panabaker, who plays Caitlin and Killer Frost, jokingly said maybe we should change it now. I don't know. It's up to them. It's up to them, Solomon. Just leave it the way it is. I don't know. It is what it is. Next question asks me, do you watch the Grammys? Not really. You know, I really don't watch. I really don't watch award shows like I used to anymore. I just feel like a lot of award shows are tainted, and a lot of bullshit goes on between, you know, them picking a winner when this person may have had a better performance than them, or this person. I feel like it's tainted sometimes. That's just me. Next question from Solomon. I've told you guys you can ask 4, and Solomon, you're red. Thank you. Did you hear the rumor that America Chavez could be debuting in Doctor Strange 2? I have read that, and you know what? I'd love to see that. I would love to see America Chavez, Miss America, debut. It would make sense. She's from a different universe, and this one is called in the multiverse. So yeah, the last thing we know is Chiwetel Ejiofor is returning as Mordo. So yeah, but I would love to. I'm hearing Brother Voodoo's supposed to be in this one. I'm like, if they are really going with this, good, make it happen. Love to see America Chavez. I love America Chavez. Let's do it. Next up, last question. Are you gonna check out the Stargirl show? Hell fucking yeah! Hell fucking yeah! Seeing the JSA? Shit, yes! You out of your goddamn mind to think I'm not. You gotta be kidding me to know that it's focusing. Once they said Stargirl, I'm like, there's no way they cannot have the JSA not in this. My team that I love more than the Justice League. I'm gonna put that out there. Once again, yes, your alpha loves the JSA more than the Justice League. Okay? I got no qualms about saying that, and anybody that don't like what I said, to quote Aleister Black, fight me. Just saying. Next, Marion McDaniels asks me, what do you think of them making King Ghidorah, an alien again in the Monsterverse? I don't mind. That's fine. Cool. Let's do it. Nothing. Marion asks me again, how did the Bumblebee movie compare to the other Transformers live action movie? Better. Kind of stayed more true to the source, especially G1, definitely. And having it based in the 80s even made it even better. What was your reaction to Starscream showing up? Starscream showing up in Beast Wars. The spirit of Starscream. I was cool with it because the Maximals and the Predacons are not descendants. They are descendants. Yeah. They are the descendants of the Autobots and the Decepticons. So once they announced that, once Beast Wars announced that they are on Earth, they're in prehistoric Earth, and then later on we got to see the Ark and all that. It's like, yeah, that was a nice treat. I enjoyed that very much. Thank you, Marion. Next questions come from J.R. Davis. Davis? Yeah, Davis. Wow, it's been a long time, dude. I haven't heard from you in a while. What's up? Did you watch The Witcher? I fucking did. Excuse my language, but yeah, I just put up my review of The Witcher season 1, and I loved it. Go watch it. It's fun. It's good. You see me kind of geeking out and just, Henry Cavill just nailed it. He nailed that character. Oh God, it's great. And you're talking to a guy who's a newbie to the Witcher universe, so never read the books, never played the games, anything. But yes, I loved it. It's great. It was great. It was so much. Oh God. Thoughts on the Joker in Mortal Kombat 11? God, fuck out of here. I don't care. I really give a rat's ass about that. Nope. Just give me Spawn, okay? And I see your photo. You got Spawn. Just give me Spawn. That's all I want. I want to see Spawn interact with the Mortal Kombat character. I want to hear Keith David's voice come out of that character once again. That's what I want. I don't give a shit about the Joker. They could have added somebody else. God damn it. Deathstroke or something, man. Do you think, third question, do you think Drew is going to beat Brock? Yes, I do. He's going to Claymore the shit out of him. 3 times. He's going to do it just to do it. First of all, let me talk about what Drew did. Okay, first of all, people, yes, Drew was the one that eliminated Brock, but Drew had a little help from the homie Ricochet. Ricochet low blowed him, bam. Then Drew came with the Claymore. Boom. But my biggest love of that was how Drew, when he did it, he just kept staring at Brock. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I did it. Like, just kept staring at him. Then he turned back around and threw Ricochet out. He kept throwing somebody out and then turned back to Brock. It was like, yeah, I did that. What would have made that even classier, more class to me, was if this man rolled out of the ring and got in Brock's face, was like, yeah, I did that, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I did that and I'll do it again. I'll see your ass at WrestleMania. That would have been class, because I would have did that. I will see your ass at WrestleMania. Not even, yep, that would have been it. I would have loved that. Okay. So those are the 3 from, there's one more from Marion. Okay, sorry, I listened. So the next question is from Marion. It's funny, because they got them all out of order now. I tried to, he's supposed to be in order, but I guess not. Okay. What do you think of John Marston from Red Dead Redemption? Such a great character in your opinion. Also, rest in peace, Rocky Johnson. Yes, indeed, rest in peace, Rocky Johnson. We lost 2 great athletes so far this year. There's more, I think there's more, but yeah. John Marston was a very, very interesting character. Here's a man who was an outlaw, who wanted out of that life. The whole redemption story, and we're talking about redemption story in the Old West, not really the Old West, because it was about to be the turn of the century, so late 1800s. But still, he wanted out of that. He wanted out of that life. He wanted to be there for his family and everything like that. I respect that. I respect redemption of a character, especially when they want it. When you just start redeeming a character just because of this, like for example, to me, Kylo Ren should have never been. There should have been no redemption story for that guy. That motherfucker should die. Okay, kill the motherfucker off, because the fact that he gets no redemption, no love for me for murdering his father. Fuck that shit. Get your ass. You should have died. Fuck that. But John Marston, there you go. Unfortunately, he dies, and what happens later? His son honors his father by getting back at the men that killed him. I love that. I thought Red Dead Redemption 2 was gonna be now on his son, but it wasn't. But yeah, it was cool. Okay, Shadow God for you. What up, Devin? Do you remember reading JLA Cry for Justice and Rise of Arsenal? And what was your reaction to what Roy said to Dinah? I remember reading Cry for Justice. I remember it. Can't remember it too much. It was good for where it was. I didn't hate it. Rise of Arsenal. I remember some, but I don't remember what he said to Dinah. I remember what he said to Donna. I remember what he said to Donna. I was like, Roy, you motherfucker. Like, I'm like, Roy, I understand. It was your daughter. I get it. But fuck out of here with that shit. Like, basically him saying, like, he said Donna was whoring around in space with Kyle Rayner. I was like, no, this motherfucker didn't just say that. I'm like, no, you did not just say that. And it's like, if Donna was insane Amazon, she would have broke your fucking neck for that shit. Like, it was that. I was like, fuck you, Roy, for that. Like, kick Donna when she's trying to be the bigger woman. She's being there for you. But you want to play this whole, if you were here and you weren't whoring around with Kyle in space, maybe this wouldn't have happened. It's like, man, fuck out of here. So yeah, no. How would you do a JSA Wrestling Legends Edition team? I don't know. Shit. Like, JSA being like, new, the upcoming, the rookies mixed with legends. First of all, it's got to be legends that can still run and gun, in my opinion. It's too many. It's just too many to put into words with that one, to me. How are you liking Hickman's X-Men run? I'm liking it. I like Hickman overall. I do like him. I do like his writing. I love his Fantastic Four run because he's really a big science man. He loves that stuff. His Avengers got really too wonky at sometimes, and I didn't like all the time skipping that they did at one point, and I surely didn't like the whole thing of making the Avengers into a goddamn army. He had like 25 members, and I'm like, and it was to the point he knew he couldn't have all 25 members in one book. So he had to make another book. They had to make another book called Avengers World to make that work. And I'm like, that's too many members. To me, a team, a comic book team, the highest you should go with, this is just my personal opinion, the highest you should go with a team, in a comic book team, the highest should be 12. The highest should be 12. That's it. No more than 12. That's it. Nothing more than 12. If you go higher than that, yeah, you're pushing it. And 25 members? Jesus. I know the concept of his Avengers run was to go bigger, better. I get it. But no. Mm-mm. But I am liking his run. It's funny that he's writing like that. Basically, Cyclops, Wolverine, and Jean are in a. Jean is in an open relationship with both of them. Like, yeah, she got two men. It's like, yeah, I love Cyclops, but I love Logan too. So basically, they're in a monogamous relationship. I think, yeah, that's what you call it. Yeah. Oh, well, it works hard. Fourth question: have you checked out Infinity Train? Trust me, it's good, and I recommend it. I have not checked it out, but I'll put it on the list to check it out. As always, I'll put it on the list. And P.S. I appreciate your work and contributions you have made to your channel for the past 10 years. Much love, bro. Okay, thank you so much for that. Thank you. Pack member, the Will Miser. What did you think of the final episode of Arrow and the backdoor pilot of the spinoff? If you're talking about the Green Arrow and the Black Canaries episode, it was not bad. Not bad. I don't mind because I know they have okayed it. but this is a series that's going to take place in the future. So yeah, I have no issues with it. You know, for a series that's going to take place in 2040, the both Black Canaries look pretty young, good for their age. I'm like, okay, they should be like aging makeup to make them look older, a little bit older. Like, all right. As for the pilot, the finale, thank you. The first of the CW superhero shows have come to an end. 8 seasons. That's a good run. Not a lot of series get even past 1 before they get canceled. So I will talk about I will talk about it. Don't worry. You know, I had my issues with Arrow. You know, there were some issues, and I think there were a lot of issues with. You know, a lot of people had issues with Arrow. You know, it was too dark for Green Arrow. You know, that's not what Ollie should be like. You know, he used too much Batman at times, too many Batman characters in it. You know, there were a lot of things. But overall, you know, Stephen Amell and everybody that worked on the show, thank y'all. You know, thank you so much. It was a interesting ride, you know. And with that back, and with that, and talking about Diggle, let's do it. Let's do it, CW. Let's do it. Y'all want to do a Green Lantern TV series with Diggle as the Green Lantern of Earth Prime and not Hal Jordan? I'm interested. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Next up, he asks me, so that big cameo that made the, so that big cameo a part of the, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? He's talking about Diggle. I believe he's talking about Diggle. I'm fine with it. Like I said, it's fine. I got no issues with it. What are your thoughts on Liv Morgan's return? And do you think it's a slap to the face of Sonya Deville? Liv Morgan's return is, I still don't see anything special about it. Even the whole concept of her promos that built up to her return made no sense to me. I'm like, okay, so no, it's not working for me. It just isn't. It's not working for me. As a slap to the face of Sonya Deville, no. In some ways, because Sonya, well, if you're talking about because Sonya is openly gay and she's open about her, and I can see that. Yes, that is kind of because she's been wanting to do a lesbian angle for a long time, and it's not going anywhere. So yeah, I will agree. Yes, for that reason, yes. Next question you asked me, Will Miser asked me is, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Mortal Kombat animated trailer? And did you watch the first animated movie, Journey in the Beginnings? Also, like the original animated movie, this one seems to be connected to 95. With Kevin Michael Richardson is reprising his role as Goro for me. Okay. I have not watched the trailer yet. As this video has gone up, I probably have. But as of right now, me recording this, I have not watched it. I've been saving it for a reaction. So yeah, but the fact that I'm ready to see this, that's great. I did watch the original one. It was okay. I didn't like the 3D animation they were using at times, but I did watch it. Kevin Michael Richardson coming back to voice Goro, that's fine. You know, you can recognize that voice really, really well. All right, and lastly, these are the last question. All right, and the last questions are from B-Bone Rainmaker. Hey, new pack member here. Welcome to the pack. Question number 1. If you could have 2 traits from any animal, what would it be? Ooh, that is a good question. I love doing questions like this. All right. Well, I think, first of all, I would love to have the grace of a cat. Like, I'm agile. I'm pretty agile, but have you seen cats? Like how agile cats are? I would love that kind of, agility. That stuff. So being agile like a cat, and probably having the eyesight of an eagle. I would love to have there's so many eyesight of an eagle. Like my eyesight would be so like I could see things from miles away. Like, oh, I see it. Like, could you imagine if I had eyesight like an eagle? No sniper could snipe me. I'm like, yeah, the sniper's right there. Take your point. He's right there. Go get position. Like, I know a lot of people say strength of a bear, strength of a tiger, or things like that. Strength is cool, but sometimes strength doesn't always win. Agility, speed, cunning wins. But yeah, I'd love eyesight of an eagle. Eagle's got the best eyesight in any predatory bird. Better than a hawk, better than a falcon, you name it, they got it. Eagle. I would love to have the smell of, I don't know, hearing. My hearing's good as it is. Like, I hear things a lot quicker than a lot of my family members. Well, me and Malcolm seem to have uncanny abilities that some family members don't have. Like, I can smell things before a lot of people do. Like, one time I've asked, like, I went to a physical and I asked my doctors about that one time. Like, I smell things quicker than a lot of people do. Like, do I have a sharp sense of smell? And he did a test to see, like, I was smelling this before I smelled this, like, and I don't know. I think me and Malcolm just get it from our mom. Our mother was like that. Our mother could see things before anybody else, or hear things. I hear things. Malcolm and I got really sharp hearing. Like, I'll hear things, like, even when I'm in my house now, like, and sometimes I can hear, like, neighbors or coming up the stairs, in my apartment, and and I'll hear, like, before they even get to my door, and I can hear it, I'll hear, like, and I'll turn around, like, okay, oh, here come Mr. Richards. I can hear him, like, and I know it's him because he has a distinctive walk. Like, he's heavy-footed, so when he walks, it's like you can hear, like, the ground move. And he's not a big guy, but you just hear it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, I know that's him. So yeah, those are certain things. I'm weird like that. Your outfit's kind of weird. I've always said I'm a mutant at best. I do have a mutation or something. Did you hear the rumor the next Transformers movie will be based off of Beast Wars? I have heard that. If they really are gonna go Beast Wars with the next couple of Transformers movies, that's gonna be interesting. Because one, Peter Cullen's gonna get a break, because Peter Cullen didn't voice Optimus Primal, and it would be really interesting to see if they get the original actor who voiced Optimus Primal, because I liked him. It'd be cool to hear him say, "Now that's just right." I love to hear that. Cheetor, maximize, row. Things like that. I love when he's transforming. You hear the animal behind it. Rhinox, maximum, and the legs would turn around. It's cool. But if they do it, it'll take place not in the modern time. It'll take place in the prehistoric time, like when man was still like man, ape-like, things like that. So yeah, it'd be interesting. Thoughts on Diggle getting the Green Lantern ring at the end of this Arrow series finale? I just answered that. Once again, I'm cool with it. There's no way that wasn't a Green Lantern ring. It's like, the fuck out of here. If they pull that, no, that wasn't a ring. Fuck that. Okay. And last question. The last question is, rumor has it Resident Evil 8 will have werewolves. Thoughts? Okay. That's the last question. Okay. I have heard this rumor. I've seen videos of saying they got leaks of Resident Evil 8 that Ethan is coming back, Chris is coming back in some capacity. There's gonna be like this ghoul woman that's gonna follow you around, and more importantly, there's gonna be werewolves in it. I don't buy it. I don't. Because, first of all, I just don't buy it. I don't. Resident Evil 7 was unique because it brought it back to the kind of the old school Resident Evil, where it was a survival horror game. You know, Ethan had to get a gun and get all this stuff while walking around naked pretty much, and you got this infected family who are super strong, who are infected with all kinds of things. The first beginning of the game, you get your arm fucking chopped off. Like, that's never happened to any of the characters, from Chris to Jill to Claire to Leon, any of that. Never happened. And what makes it even worse is when you get your hand, when Mia stabs you in the hand with the screwdriver, and you got to pull it out, and then you pull it out, and she got this. A lot of people say, why didn't Ethan just roll out of the way? But that's a natural reaction to just put your hands up, like to in defense of something. But yes, I don't believe a lot of that stuff, those leaked things of saying like, yeah, there's gonna be werewolves and all this other stuff. I don't buy it. I'm not. I'm sorry. Until I see official stuff coming out of Capcom and things like that, I'm not buying it. Sorry, B-Bone Rainmaker. How about just call you BB Rainmaker? How about that? I'm not gonna buy it. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna buy it, dude. Sorry. But thanks again. Thank you again, dude, for the comment. Thank you, because you are a new pack member. Welcome to the pack. I appreciate that so much. Thank you guys for the questions. We'll do this next month again. There's going to be a live, and then there's going to be one of these again. So whenever I put up something in the community page, on my community page, look out for it. If you see that image with the question mark, that meaning, he's doing the Q&A. But thank you again. I appreciate it so much, as always. I just put up 2 reviews I finally put up the review of Bad Boys for Life, so go check that out. Put up my review of The Witcher. I got some more reviews coming for stuff that I watched on Netflix. I recently just watched finished watching both seasons of that CGI, the 3D version of Saint Seiya, Knights of the Zodiac. I'm a big fan of Saint Seiya, so I was gonna watch that. So I'll be talking about that as well. Got some new stuff coming. I'm not nearly finished all the comments that I read for the month of January, because once that's done, then I will put up my review for the comment reviews of January. I'm going to be putting up some new stuff, comment reviews for indie books, so look out for that. Got some stuff coming. Got a lot of stuff coming. I recently filmed my newest try video. I've had the first time ever. I had Jollibee and I loved it. You're gonna see that try video come up soon. I should have it up by Saturday or so. I filmed it, and I'm gonna do some editing to it, but it's gonna be up real soon. Had Jollibee's for the first time, the Filipino food chain restaurant that's been killing it all over the world, not just here in the States, but it was great. I loved it. Had a lot of fun. I even brought some home. I brought some home, not just for me more, but also home for Malcolm. I was like, yo, you gotta eat this. Like, it's great. It's good stuff. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for everything as always. I appreciate it. Much love and respect. And you guys know your alpha slogan as always. What's it go? Peace. One love. Stay tuned. Keep it real. As always, this is your alpha.